Hi, how are you guys doing? So, we're in my living room right now because I'm setting some stuff up in the other room. So, I thought I'd talk with you here. How's it going? I'm surprised you're still here after my last video. I thought my last video was a little too extra, but I'm just so happy you're here. Today, what I'm going to be doing is eating papaya in a Ziploc bag with a spoon and talking to you with my plant. This is a new plant that I got today, so I'm super excited to bond with this plant. So, yeah, as usual, let's start the video with saying, how's it going? How are you doing? Oh, this is a big piece. I don't think the spoon is really helpful here, so I'm just gonna dig in with my hands. You didn't see that. Okay, so do you like papaya? I honestly love papaya because it's so juicy and it's so good for the skin. And it just peels off when it's like ripe. Oopsies. I'm so sorry you're having to see this on a Tuesday night. Oh wait, it's Wednesday morning. Or it might be Tuesday night for you or Tuesday evening, depending on which part of the world are you. I like how I'm assuming there are people from all over the world watching me. I think it's good on my mental health to be a little delusional. It's really good on my health to assume that, people want to watch me, people like me, people want to talk to me all the time. It's really good for my mental health. I don't know how good it is for other people, but it works like a charm. If you're weirded out by the way I'm eating this papaya, I'm sorry, man. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna stop because this is so yummy. I mean, I could stop recording and stop saying every few seconds, but I'm not gonna do that. That was an automatic. That was not intentional at all. I don't know if I'm eating mannerfully because I've never been the kid who's been mannerful and never been the adult who is mannerful either. I'm just like, if it works for me, it works for everybody. Sort of an idea. So, if you don't find this mannerful, is that even a word, mannerful? This is so good. I think like papaya in every tropical place is so yummy. I'm talking like I've tried papaya in every single place of the world. I haven't. The only place I've tried papaya is India. But I'm sure like papaya is like famous in like a lot of tropical places. I know it's pretty popular in Hawaii, but like I don't know if it's as juicy as this. So I don't know what I'm talking about. You shouldn't really rely on me for credible source. I should never be The person you say like, I don't know, I heard it from Shashwata. Because, I mean, I don't want to taint your reputation. I'm looking out for you. Yeah. I don't think you should quote me anywhere. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's some good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Mm. Before I forget, let me give you an update about my insomnia and my sleep and what I've been trying to do in life generally. So insomnia is like a little bit up and down right now. I probably got like 2 hours of sleep last night, which was such a struggle because I couldn't really sleep at the night. I slept like in the morning at like 7 o'clock, and then I woke up again at 9 o'clock. So even in that 2 hours, I don't think it was like proper sleep. And then I just went ahead with the day, kind of cranky, kind of overwhelmed and stuff like that. But like, I've been trying to like reverse psychology my insomnia, and like I read that if you really want to sleep, you should stop wanting to sleep. You should stop like trying to go to sleep. You're supposed to like make sure if you can't sleep, just like make sure you're awake and do something productive, or even if you can't do something productive, just do awake routines. So your body is forced to, your mind is forced to shut down because you're busy with other things. I think that's what I'm doing. I've just been trying to get like busy and focus on other aspects of my life other than sleep, and just when it comes, right? When sleep comes, it's like open doors. It can come anytime, and I love sleep, so it's always welcome. When it doesn't come, I get cranky, I get mad, I get annoyed, and I get tired. But it's gonna come. So I know if you're dealing with the same situation, I'm so sorry. It's rough. Like not being able to sleep, and it's like the basic thing to function as an adult, and that really sucks. So I'm here for you. If you want to reach out and talk about it, we can talk about it and stuff. So I don't think people like realize how difficult it is, because normal people have only like 12 hours of them being awake, and people who are insomniac for many years have like say 22 hours or like 23 hours or sometimes even 24 hours of being awake. And to be that high functional in your body, and you're having, and like your body is like expected to function in that level, it can kind of be so tiring and exhausting mentally, physically and emotionally, because you never have a break. Your body does not have a break, neither does your mind. So there's no rest, and rest is so like not enough, and rest is so partial all the time. You don't feel ever completely rested and completely like you've relaxed. I think like years and years sometimes I can, when I can't sleep, I can feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my skin. I'm like, oh my god, I just need to take a break. I just need to like do what it takes to just rest in some type of way, if not be able to sleep. And like sometimes I'm like, just put me in a coffin, let me just rest. That just went super dark, but like that's sometimes how it is, because like how long can you keep be high functioning, right? And it's not a matter of like 1 week, 2 week, or 2 days, 3 days. It's a matter of years, it's a matter of decades, it's a matter of constant not being able to sleep. I think probably like I was able to sleep in a month, probably like a half rested sleep, supposing just one time. In a week I can sleep like maybe 2 to 3 hours per day, like on the average 2 to 3 hours on an average. On the worst days I can sleep like 1 hour, or just have shut eyes for 1 hour, which is not exactly sleep because my mind is still active, but I'm just forcing myself to like close my eyes. So like, everybody knows the dangers of sleep, right? Number one, it reduces your lifespan, and you literally, all of the effects that anybody can get, all of the illness, or all of, even like a wound needs rest to heal. Like your body needs rest for your wounds to recover. So if you don't have sleep, right, you're perpetually wounded. So I mean, literally and figuratively. I hate English. Y'all know I hate English. I can't with English. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you're perpetually, exhausted, and when you perpetually cannot rest, and the concept of rest itself is different. I think we have to come to terms with this reality. I think in the last few years, I've been like very aware of what my reality is and how different it is for, say, people who can sleep. I wouldn't call that normal or abnormal. Like, I'm not abnormal just because I can't sleep, but I just mean to say that there's a category of people who get, like, say, minimum 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and below that is another category which forces people who don't get minimum 4 to 5 hours of sleep to find other ways to rest. So I've been actively trying to learn what rest means to me without actually sleeping. If I'm too anxious to like lie down, rest might be just sitting in a corner and just listening to music and just closing my eyes. Rest might be just having a warm bath. Rest might be going to the spa if I can. Rest might be like a massage to myself, or like in a massage center, or whatever it is. Rest might be just, doing some light stretches. Rest for me might be just, smelling different smells, and, touching different things, and, like giving myself the sensory sort of experience, where I have each senses is experiencing a different kind of a sensation. So this helps like to ground and to calm down. So there's like different ways to think about rest, which is not exactly sleep. I mean, sleep is the utmost form of rest, and please, I would encourage everybody and anybody to sleep if they can get sleep. But if you can't, these are like some of the ways that I've been doing throughout these years that has really helped me feel refreshed in some sort of way, because we all have like limited amount of energy, limited amount of battery, and we need to recharge it in some way or the other. And like looking at long term, like definitely, like you can just drink up caffeine, and you can just try some things that help you stay awake for longer. But does that really help you in your process of long term being able to have a fulfilled sleep and have a fulfilled life, right? So that's when I started like completely avoiding caffeine and like anything that makes me more awake and anxious. So even if I'm not productive on the hours that I'm awake, before I used to look at it like this, right? So I have extra hours than anybody else because I don't sleep. So I was like, high time I just keep working. Like, might as well grind throughout the night. And I used to do that. I used to keep working around the clock. And I would take breaks only when I fall sick, because my body was so overtired. And I was just like grinding myself, because I'm like, I don't want to waste time being awake. But then I realized it's so important to waste time when I am not sleeping, because it tells your body and your mind that you are allowed to rest and you are allowed to take it easy. It's not that I have to overwork, because I'm already overworked. Like, my body's already overworked than an average human human capacity. So even if I overwork way more, I'm like, oh my god. So I've been off late letting myself, waste time, because I think for me the biggest measurement of my life has always been productivity. Like how productive am I? How much tasks do I get done? What is my checklist? And I'm like tick 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 tick. And I love being productive. I just enjoy it so much. But then off late, I'm kind of realizing how dangerous it is for myself to like over push myself, especially when I'm an insomniac and I can't sleep at all. So I'm like, you know what, I gotta take it easy, girl, because I can't do this to myself. I'm literally, driving myself to the grave. I'm literally pushing myself. I'm literally like, it's like if someone's looking over the grave, if I'm looking over the grave and I go back to like I'm a clone, okay, in this scenario, let me let me explain the example properly. In this scenario, there's two of me. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when, but let's just assume there's two of me. One person is looking down the grave, another person is right behind the person who's looking down the grave. That's Sasha 1, Sasha 2. Sasha 2 pushes Sasha 1. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm pushing myself into my own grave by overworking too much and not finding ways to rest. Wow, I took so much to explain that. I felt like I was explaining a math problem. It's like a plus b squared, where a is the a1 and b is b1, a2. I'm just making this worse by talking. But oh my god, other than that though, I've been like walking my steps, and at an average I walk like 5k steps, which is not bad considering I never used to get out of bed like 2 months back, 1 month back, 3 weeks back. I was just in my bed and I just refused to, I just didn't want to work out. I just didn't want to move myself. So considering that on a daily average, my steps are like been 5k, which is pretty good. And I'm just trying to eat more healthy stuff. And that's why I'm eating this papaya. Back to the food. This is so flappy. Plop, 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 plop. But yeah, so like what really helped me through this journey, or what is still helping me, because I decided to like navigate. I've been navigating through this journey for like so long, but I'm just now deciding to like talk about it, because I feel like it's so important, and this is something like nobody discusses. Nobody talks about how hard it is to not be able to sleep. And like, what you do, like you've done all the remedies, you've tried everything, but still nothing works, right? And there's so many people out there who's just like saying suggestions after suggestions, but nothing is working. And it's like you don't even want to try after a point, because it's so frustrating. And like sleeping is supposed to be the basic thing in this world, right? And it's supposed to be like everybody's supposed to sleep. And that's what we know growing up, that every human being sleeps at night time. When the sun goes down, everybody falls to sleep in their bed. But then you're like, what do you do when you can't sleep at all? Like, you go to bed, you close your eyes, but like nothing. And then you open your eyes, and then you try again, and then you keep trying, and then 2 hours later, you're still in bed, and you're like, nothing. And then you count a sheep. How you don't know the amount of times I've counted sheep, right? At least like millions. There's millions of sheeps that I've counted. Yeah, I've even named those sheep, so don't even at me with counting sheep at night. But still nothing. And it's like, years and years of like nothing, and then after that you realize, okay, it's almost time for sunrise. So you're like, wow, the whole night went in just trying to fall asleep, but nothing actually happened. So it's a struggle for, I'm sure a lot of people out there, and it's not an easy conversation to talk about because it's just not seen in the best of light. And people just say, just go to sleep. It's not that big of a deal, but it is. It is when people can't do basic stuff. It is. Not everybody's privileged to have good sleep in their life, and it is a privilege. It is a luxury. That is the most simplest form of luxury for sure, but it definitely is because your body needs that, and it's a requirement, and not everybody gets it. So this is the journey of me figuring it out while I'm doing random stuff and talking random stuff throughout the way. Hope you don't mind. I mean, even if you do mind, sucks for you. Oh my god, I'm not so mean. I'm just joking around. But yeah, I've just stopped like sugar. I've stopped junk mostly, and sticking to like fruits and vegetables. And I've been taking ashwagandha, which is like an Ayurvedic medicine. It's just supposed to help like calm your nerves and stuff. It's more plant based. So I mean, I've seen it calm me down, but it's not like completely help me sleep. But yeah, let's figure this out together. And I'm gonna tell you stuff that works for me, and you tell me things that works for you. Let me know, put it in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Let me check how long has this video been for. Okay, wow, 21 minutes. I don't think YouTube is gonna accept this, but let's do as parts. Bye.